Welcome back to the channel, everyone, and if you are new here, hi, hello, my name is Henry. We are a mid-sized 4th generation farm from the mid-north of South Australia, and you guys are tuned into another episode of Lock Valley Farms. The first part of my video, the GoPro did not record any audio, so I don't know what the heck was going on there. This is the 3rd day that I've picked up the camera in a row, so maybe it's a sign telling me to slow down. The beans, baby. The agronomist gave me a recommendation to hit these with a fungicide and an insecticide about a week and a half ago, but he rang me on Monday. It's now Thursday the 14th of September for a reference, but he rang me Monday and said, oh, just wait till the end of the week maybe, just with these warm days coming up, going to be setting a lot of pods, a lot's going to be happening. So yes, it's Thursday the 14th now, so the end of the week has come round. That's what I was out getting before, just some fungicide and insecticide for this. But if you came out here even a week ago, I don't believe I could find any pods really. So we've got some crazy growth going on here at the moment. Any of these little flowers in here that are going black and dropping off, we're getting some pods forming underneath, so things are happening really, really fast. Not sure how much we need the fungicide on here at the moment. There's maybe a little bit of chalky spot coming on, but I mean, honestly, it's pretty good. The main thing we need to do is hit this with the insecticide, because with those pods forming, there's a bug called Heliothis, I believe is the name, and that actually gets inside the pods and it'll chew the beans as they're forming, and then when you come to harvest it, you got holes all through your beans and you can get downgraded. They can do quite a bit of damage, so we need to clean them up. Anything else out here that can cause us some trouble. But these warm windy days, and well, today's not too bad, it's 28, but we've got a couple of days of 33 coming up, and I think that's really going to affect this flowering. So it's not going to be good, but not much that you can do about it. It's probably going to take a bit of the top end potential off of these, but you know, it's going to stay dry. They might not have filled out anyway, so it is what it is. We can only hope there's another shot of rain out there for us, but obviously I'm not going to be spraying today because it is pretty awful out here, and it's supposed to drop back to 24 tomorrow, which is really nice, and the wind's supposed to be about half of what it is today or less, so we'll hit these tomorrow. Joke of a bit. No ladder's about to get up and wash these things out. So I've got the goggles on so I don't get urea water in my eye. We're going to wash it out from the manhole. Thought it a good opportunity while I've got a bit of time, and now those fertilizer bins are empty, to give them a clean out, give them a wash. That way if we want to put any grain in them come harvest time, they're ready to go. So these bins here are what we call combination bins. So they've just got a steeper cone on them so that fertilizer will run out of them. So they're good for grain and fertilizer, but you want to make sure they're pretty bloody clean after you have fertilizer in them, because you don't want any fertilizer whatsoever to get in with grain, especially if it's being delivered to the silo. That's a no-no. I've got just the use for this little bit of urea. Now we just need 5 millimeters of rain. Hold that thought.
Does it matter if she gets fertilizer?
Nice. What do you think? 6 tonne to the hectare there? Yeah. If only farming was that easy, eh? Just turn the tap on whenever you want. Wouldn't that be nice? Time for a quick drinks break, and then I think Dad needs a hand to drive some sheep, so head down and do that. Oh, we're trying something new again today, folks. I'm wearing you on my chest this time. Let's see how it goes.
Go back.
Come on.
Go back. Rusty, go back.
Come on.
Get away. Get away. Nick, right up here, right up here, right up here. Nick, come up here. Yeah. Yeah. Waldo, come here. Waldo.
Come on.
Nick, hop over. Come back. Nick, come back. 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 Yeah, get along. Get along. Get along. Waldo, get along. Waldo! Here to me! Here!
Come on.
Here! Yeah! Come here to me!
So that's all you want to do for now?
I don't think I'll get any more than that in.
Good morning, guys. It is just an absolutely gorgeous morning here today. It's supposed to be a nice little 25 degrees, and hopefully it'll be a fairly easy end of the week today. Just got to go out and hit this 250 acres of beans with an insecticide and a fungicide, as I was saying earlier in the video. And I tell you, I've just about had enough for the week, because if you watched the last, or a couple of episodes ago, I was working Saturday, Sunday last weekend, had a day trip to Adelaide this week. I've just about had enough for the week, so hopefully we can finish it off on a cruisy one. So it'll be interesting to see how this footage turned out on the chest yesterday, because we're rolling with it again today, guys. And it's just come to my attention that the recommendation the agronomist gave me for this job is leaving out one. He left one paddock off of the recommendation, so I don't have enough fungicide, which is awesome. So I'm going to have to, after this tank full, I'm going to have to go and get some more, which is quite annoying, but anyway. Alright, we're full, let's do it. Do you guys see a problem? Any problem? I do. That pipe is not supposed to be disconnected. I think it's only just come apart, which is nice. Just as well I found that, otherwise there would have been no water, no bore water up for the house, no bore water for all the sheep around here. Dad's got a bit of shearing on the go today, so those sheep that came back from up bush. So the last thing we needed was to end up with no water. Sometimes you get lucky, eh? I reckon that's only come apart in maybe the last hour or so. Alright, let's get it. These beans for the year just look absolutely incredible. I don't know, you guys probably can't see them very well off my chest here, but they're very wavy, which I've spoke about, just a staggered germination because of the marginal moisture when they were seeded. But for the growth, the size, they've canopied over, you know, they just look really, really great. Wow, just really impressed with the amount of growth we've got this year off these beans. Man, there would be some serious potential here with some decent rain, but yeah, it'll be exciting to see what they do, even if it doesn't rain, because the tough years are the ones that separate you. What you can grow on the hard years, if you can do half decent, you know, grow a half decent crop on the tough years, that's where it's at. Everyone can grow crops when it's when things are going well. So look, yeah, I'm excited. I'm very excited, and I'm glad we got this self-propelled sprayer in here, because there's no way we could get in here with a tow behind. We'd be absolutely obliterating these this year. So very nice. I mean, look at that. That is just a gorgeous crop of beans. Look at the growth we've managed to get this year. It just blows me away. Flies are coming on strong at the moment. I mean, there's still plenty of moisture under there at the moment. But look, I mean, I maybe wouldn't even be all that offended if there wasn't as many beans there as I like, because there's a really good amount of bulk here, which when you're harvesting beans, there's nothing worse than having a really short, really thin crop of beans. They just don't feed into the header well. You get a lot of loss at the front. As soon as the front comes through, or the reel that knocks the beans, they fall out all over the ground. With a nice big crop like this, they'll feed in nicely, and we'll be able to collect as many as we can possibly get. Well, we're in the second paddock now. Not much left in the tank, and the beans are still decent, but definitely not as good as that first paddock. Geez, they look good in that other paddock. It blows me away. But that was the first paddock seeded next door. Whether that makes any difference, I don't know. I just had a phone call from the agronomist saying that any of the wheat that hasn't had a fungicide on it might need to be done pretty ASAP, because we're starting to get some rust issues. which is annoying. I really don't want to go and do it if it's not going to rain again, because, but you know, it's one of those things. The crop's too good at the moment. You can't let rust start damaging it. You know, they're only one rainfall away from being above average crops, really, so you got to do what you can to protect them. Got Dad here. We're going to go have a bit of a scout around for rust. We did just actually have a look in this paddock of wheat right here, but we can't see anything in there that's cause for concern at this stage, so we'll keep scouting. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you were going to come around or not. Just a little bit of a lower leaf disease, but I can't, yeah. Nothing that really looks like rust as such.
Yeah, I mean, to me this one looks better than the other one.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know whether you call that septoria or rust, but
It looks like septoria to me.
I don't know that it's
rust.
It's right on the bottom leaves,
Yeah,
you know, the rest of the crop looks nice and healthy.
If the rust was getting that bad, I'm sure you should be able to rub it off. It could well be rust.
Oh yeah.
No, it's not coming off. And that's quite often what happens, is you just get a patch
Yeah.
for some reason.
Yeah, that doesn't look so good, does it? You can really see that.
And then it spreads very quickly sometimes. I just noticed that I was about to drive off. I thought, maybe that doesn't look good, but then why, you know?
Why is it just this tiny little patch here?
Yeah, well, that,
I just have a real strong desire to not do it. I know it's an easy job, it's not like you got to mix much up, but it's just burning fuel and putting hours on things.
yeah.
Well, we've had a bit of a scout around the wheat here at home, the stuff that hasn't had a fungicide on it, and we found in all of our looking about 2 patches about the size of the cab of the sprayer. So there's definitely some rust starting out in the paddock. I would not say that it's bad at all. Overall the crops look really, really healthy, but oh look, as far as I know, rust is spread via wind. I would have thought that we'd need it to be moist. It's going to be windy and very, very dry coming up here, so will it cause more problems or not? I don't really know, but I think what we're going to do is load up and we're just going to put a fungicide out on a couple of paddocks here, just split the difference a bit, and we'll just keep an eye on it and monitor it. We know that there's a bit of a threat there at the moment, so we'll just keep our eyes peeled. But like I said, I'm going to load up and go do a bit more spraying, so I'll just leave this video here, guys. So I just want to say thank you very much for watching the videos. If you want to support the channel, just consider liking, subscribing, even sharing a video. That really helps me out. Until next time, have a good one. See ya. The agronomist just had to call on a Friday arvo.